What's going on, guys? It's your host of the most, or that guy 583 again. How you guys doing today? I literally just woke up, so if I sound, drained, that's the reason why. It's literally 6 p.m. right now. So yeah, I sleep all day and I stay up all night. It's a very shitty sleep schedule. I prefer to stay up all day and sleep all night. But other than that, I guess you can say it's a crazy life story. It's not that crazy. I mean, I didn't know what story to tell first, so I just decided to go with the least craziest life story that I can tell. And this is actually this one, believe it or not. So this story takes place back in May this year. My friend hits me up just out of nowhere. Let's just call him Ronnie. So Ronnie hits me up out of nowhere on Instagram, and he's asking if I want to go chill with him, and I haven't heard from him in a fat minute. Probably like the last time I hung out with him before then was probably like 3 months before this all happened. So this is how the story takes place. His family was gonna go visit their other family members in a different state. I almost said what the state was gonna be. So Ronnie, he refuses to go, and then that's whenever he hits me up, and then he was like, "Can I come over?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, you can come chill with me." So he goes over to my house, and he starts talking to me about how his family was gonna go stay away for a whole week. So Ronnie comes over to my house and we're just chilling, and we're catching up on shit. And then that's whenever we decided to go to the skate park. We go to the skate park for a few hours, and then we ended up going back to his house. And keep in mind, like, it's just me and him. Like, his parents are gone for the whole week, and we decided to throw a party. I go on Snapchat and I just make a whole banner for it, kind of like a big snap. I was like, "Hit me up for the Addy" type shit. It was literally 10 p.m. So of course nobody was gonna hit me up at all. I mean, a few people did hit me up and they're like, "Sure, I'll go to the party if it's lit, if more people come over." But keep in mind, if you're gonna throw a party, you gotta let people know at least a week beforehand, if not at least like 3 days. But still, like, this was just randomly, no warning at all. That could have been like a sus thing. Me and my friend, we were trying to get some people to come over and try to help us out. And if they did help us out, we'll give them free alcohol. So we had two people that were gonna come over and they were gonna try to help us out. And the reason why they're trying to help us out was because my friend, he has a camera in his house, like in his living room type shit, because his parents didn't trust him, so they installed a camera which filmed 24/7 so that whenever they're away they can see what he's doing. So those two people never showed up, so my friend, he just covered up the surveillance camera and that was it. We invited some people over, like some close friends of ours, and of course they were mutual friends of mine. We invited three close friends of ours, so it was about five of us in this one house. One of our friends that was there, they found Ronnie's dad's taser, and he starts running around the house trying to tase both of our friends. Keep in mind, at this point it's probably like midnight and they're just making so much fucking noise. They're like yelling and screaming, and you can just hear us dying laughing, and the taser's like loud as shit, and they just lock themselves into the closet and we're just like banging on the closet. This goes on for literally 30 minutes. So while we're banging on the door trying to scare them, my friend Ronnie, he leaves, comes back, and he's like, "Who wants to take shots?" So he's holding a bottle of tequila. I look at it and it's 80 proof, and he's pouring it into shot glasses. So he poured me a shot, and it literally smells exactly like Germex. At first I thought he was pranking me, because you know how you can get a bottle and it looks like vodka or tequila, and it's really Germex that you can buy on Amazon. I thought it was one of those, but it wasn't. I looked up the name and everything. It was a $500 bottle, and I'd never had tequila until that night. So I took a shot. It was like a half shot. I take the whole shot, and it fucking burns. Like, it burns my chest and my throat, and it was very hard to breathe afterwards. I was taking short breaths, and the way it made my gums feel in my mouth, it felt like I had like mouthwash. That's what it made my gums feel like. So then he takes his shot, and the other three, they're not taking shots at all. They keep encouraging us. They're like, "Oh, take another shot. If you don't, you're a pussy." And I tell them, "You take a fucking shot. You haven't taken one yet." And they're like, "Yeah, but I got a dry foam." So I guess that was a good excuse. And then my friend, he was like, "Come on, let's take another shot." Ronnie wanted to take more shots, and that first one got to me already. And I was like, "Oh, fuck it. Pour me another shot." Peer pressure at its finest, to be honest. I didn't plan for any of this to happen. So we pour another shot and we take it together, and they're just watching us. Our three friends are watching us take this shot. And I remember as soon as I take that shot, I'm like, "Woo!" Like, it fucking burned. And I remember that it's just, I was like trying to like get the burnness away. I was like, that feeling when you take a shot and you're just like, we had no chaser. So it was just straight up tequila going into our bodies. I remember my face started to feel numb and my arms and my legs just started feeling really heavy. And then Ronnie's like, one more shot, one more shot. So that's what we did. We poured another shot. We poured another shot and we drink it. We chug that shit real fast. And I remember as soon as I chugged mine, I slammed the shot glass on the table and I was just so mad. I was like, what's up? What's up? Who wants to fight? And I looked at my friends. I was like, you want to fight? And then they're like, no. Like, they were fucking terrified. I don't know why I did that, but I was just like getting violent, out of control. I was knocking chairs down. I was trying to flip the couch over. I don't know what the fuck got into me. So then Ronnie, he's all out of control. He's all hysterical. He's all laughing and shit. And he wants to take another shot. And he's like, come on, Ryan, let's go take another shot right now. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. So we pour another shot. It's our fourth one. We take our fourth shot. Our friends look like they're about to shit their pants. They look so scared. They look very uncomfortable. They look like they want to get the fuck out. We take this fourth shot. At this point, I don't remember shit. I barely can remember it if I really think hard about it. All I remember was my vision was cross-sighted. It was very blurry. And I just remember everything was just like as if you have water in your eyes. That's how my vision looked like. And everything just, the way that my sound was hearing, it was like the audio and like my ears were just coming in and out. The best way to describe the way I was hearing, it felt like I had water in my ears. That's what it sounded like. So yeah, I can hear my hearing fading in and out. And I just remember my heart was like beating really fast and it was hard to breathe. I kept on taking deep breaths because I couldn't fucking breathe. I was finding myself just constantly not breathing. I kept on doing this, trying to catch a deep breath so I can at least force myself to breathe. Like it was that bad. And then my friends were like, go on, I bet you won't take another shot. And that's when me and Ronnie were like, we won't take another shot? What? We won't? And we start pouring it in. Like we start pouring another shot. And my friend's like, yo, I was just kidding. You don't have to take a shot. Please don't take this shot. I pushed him. I pushed my friend, the one that told me that. I was like, no, fuck you. Watch this. And I stand right in front of him and I take another shot. So does Ronnie. And my friends are like, bro, they look so concerned. They're like, oh shit, what do we do? It got so bad that they had to hide the tequila away from us. Like it was that bad. Like you know it's that bad when they have to take away the bottle. Like Ronnie, he was like, yo, I want to take another shot. Where's the bottle at? He started getting pissed. I was getting mad myself because I had my phone needed a charge. I was like at 3% and I knew my friend had a charge and I was yelling at him and I knew he hid that shit away from me and I was like getting really violent and he just gave me the charger. I charged my phone. I'm on the couch. I'm eating a bag of Doritos and my face is just really red and I start sweating. My friends are laughing at me and they're like, are you okay? I was like, yeah, I'm fucking fine. And my friend Ronnie, bro, he is just hysterical. Like he's doing exercises, he's like jumping around, he's so hyper. That's the word. Like he's just really hyper. They start messing with us. I can tell they're trying to make us walk in a straight line. They're trying to manipulate us. He manipulated Ronnie. He was like, you should give me that Nintendo. Ronnie didn't give a fuck. He just gave them the Nintendo. And I was like, hey, give him back his Nintendo. I know you're just messing with him because you know for a fact that he's not going to remember any of this. And I started getting pissed off. He was like, no, Ronnie just gave me this Nintendo. I looked at him. I looked at Ronnie. I was like, yo, did you just give away your Nintendo? He's like, yeah, bro, it's fine. I got PS4, so I got Xbox. That doesn't mean shit to me. And then our friend was like, hey, let's play a game. Let's play Are You Smart or Dumb? And my friend Ronnie was down for it. And they kept on asking him math questions and all these other questions about like school related shit. He's pretty smart too. And he got every single question right. The rules of the game that he made up was if he got every question right, we get to take a shot. And if he got a question wrong, they at least had to take one shot. That was the whole game. So they changed the rules up because they thought that he was going to answer one wrong on purpose so that they had to at least take a shot. So they changed the rules and the new rules were if he got every single question right, then they had at least take one shot. So they started asking him very hard questions and he got every single one of those right. They gave him 10 questions and he answered them all correctly. And now they had to take a shot. And at that point, our friends were like, well, we gotta leave. They were trying to make excuses to leave. At this point, it was already 5 o'clock in the morning. We'd been drinking all night and they just wanted to get the fuck out of there. They did not want to take a shot at all. So 15 minutes of stalling, they really don't want to take a shot. That's whenever my friend walks into the kitchen. He has a shot glass and it's empty. He goes in front of Ronnie and says, I'm gonna take a shot. And he acts like he's taking a shot when really there's nothing in it. Ronnie gets mad. He pushes him on the ground and they start fighting. In case y'all didn't know, Ronnie, he's huge as fuck. He's 250 pounds and he's 6'2", and he was fighting our friend that's like 5'10" or 5'11", and he weighs like 120 pounds, and there's no way he can break this fight up because three of us cannot just go in there and break it up. He's just like strong as fuck too, and he's all drunk. So they get up, Ronnie goes in the kitchen, he finds the bottle that they hid. He's pouring up another shot. We're all thinking he's gonna take another shot, including myself. This time what he does, he gets our friend, the one that he was just fighting with, puts him in a headlock, like in a chokehold, and he forces his mouth open. Keep in mind, he's doing this with one hand. So he puts him in a headlock, forces his mouth open, and with his right hand, he just pours the shot of tequila into our friend's mouth, and he starts coughing and sneezing, like he's having an allergic reaction to this tequila. So that's when Ronnie got mad, he just pushes him, and then that's whenever he poured himself a shot of his own. So then that's whenever me and Ronnie just had this contest, who can drink the most. So I poured myself another shot. So we already took 6 shots at this point. So then we did another shot. That's when our friends got mad and they took away the bottle and they hid it in the garage at Ronnie's house. Ronnie was mad and he was like, "Where's the bottle at? I know y'all hid it. Where is it at?" And here's the thing, Ronnie's a super chill, nice guy. Like if you ever need something, like he's always there for you. He's never been like aggressive at all. Like he's a gentle giant. So it was a surprise to all of us whenever he started acting that way. Like we've never seen him like that. He's never been angry at all. And I remember he said this, he said, "I'll never act this way whenever I'm sober, but whenever I'm drunk, y'all see the real me." That's when he's trying to fight everybody in the room except for me, but he's trying to fight everybody else. And then my friends were like, "Look, there's Ryan, go talk to him." Like they're trying to get the fuck out of that house. Then Ronnie goes into the living room. It's just the rest of us in the kitchen and they're whispering to each other. I don't even know what they're saying, kind of, because like I'm so fucked up, but here's what I remember them saying. They whisper this: "What if they get alcohol poisoning? What do we do? Do we just call the ambulance or do we just leave?" At that point, I just remembered I was feeling very heavy. I kept on sweating and I kept on breathing very heavily, and I started feeling like very lightheaded, like really woozy, and I sat down on the couch. I was on my phone. My head was just spinning like crazy. I felt like I was on a ship. That's whenever I see Ronnie get up and he starts trying to fight everybody else. He's trying to push them or whatever. And I just remember I just slumped out. Like I just passed the fuck out. So I was passed out, but I kept on like waking up and then going straight back to sleep. And my friends were trying to wake me up, but it wouldn't work. Like they were slapping me, moving me around like, wake up, but just wouldn't work. I could hear everybody around me, but it was so faint. Their voices would just come in and out of my head. They were trying to get me into the bed so that I can fall asleep there instead of on the couch, I guess. So they were trying, like, all 4 of them, they grabbed onto my arms and my legs and they're trying to get me into the bed. And I just remember I was waking up and then I was just falling back to sleep, not knowing what was happening, just knowing that I was being carried somewhere. This took about 5 minutes, and at one point I remember my phone was out of my pocket. One of my friends, they were grabbing onto my thumb so I can unlock my phone, like unlock my passcode, and I just remember I grabbed my phone and I put it back in my pocket. Bro, it's a fucked up thing because I was drunk as hell and I had no idea what was going on, and for you to do that, bro, you're not a friend of mine, so fuck you. I'm not gonna say who it is, but fuck you. So yeah, he was trying to take my phone, but it didn't work. And Ronnie was the strongest out of all of them, so he was the one carrying me, doing the most work. So all 4 of them, they're trying to pick me up and carry me to the bed. So then Ronnie picks me up, he throws me onto his sister's bed, and he said, "You're sleeping here tonight." And he was like, "Come on, Ryan, just wake up, please, Ryan, wake up." I don't know why he said that. Maybe they thought I was dead or some shit. Me and Ronnie took 7 shots that night, and I'm a fucking lightweight. I weigh 123 pounds and I'm 5'3". I remember they put me in the room alone. I was on the bed, and then one of my friends, the one that tried to steal my phone, he walks in and he puts me on my side. He was like, no, don't lay on your back, lay on your side. So you put me back on my side, and I just remember I was on my back again because I can't sleep on my side. Like I can never sleep on my side. It's very uncomfortable. I prefer sleeping on my back. So then Ronnie goes in the room and he sees me and I'm laying on my side and his friends are behind him and they're like, he was just on his back, what the hell? So then they told him that he's gonna have to stay with me in case I try to lay on my back again so I won't choke on my throw up if I throw up. And I never did throw up. Like we never threw up at all. So I'm laying in the bed. Ronnie, he's right next to me on the floor, and everybody else, they left, so it's just me and Ronnie, and it was 6 in the morning already. I woke up around 10, so I had about 4 hours of sleep, and I was just thinking about that whole night. It was so crazy. We went through 7 shots in an hour and a half. I remember the bottle was almost filled to the top, and by the end of the night, it was a little less than half. It was his dad's tequila, by the way. So if you don't understand, we each had 7 shots of tequila. I had my 7 shots and he had his 7 shots. So I called one of our friends to come pick me up, and he's friends with me and Ronnie and the rest of them that was there that night, but he wasn't with us that night. I said, can you pick me up at Ronnie's house? He's like, sure, I'm on my way. I grabbed my stuff. Ronnie was asleep, so I just left. So my friend picks me up and I tell him everything that happens, and he was like, wow, that's actually crazy. That's insane. And after he drops me off, he goes to Ronnie's house and he cleans the whole house, so that was really cool. I texted Ronnie and I told him, do you have any memory of what happened last night? And he said, yeah, he remembers everything, including the Nintendo, and he wasn't even pissed about that. I swear to God, that whole thing about the dragging me into the bed, I told him if that was a dream or not, because it felt like a dream. Like, it didn't feel real. It felt like a very vivid dream, and it felt like deja vu, to be honest. And he said, no, that was 100% real. And I was like, no, quit lying to me. I know that was fake. He was like, no, for real, that was real. So that night, our friend, the one that picked me up, all 3 of us, we were at Ronnie's house, and we had 3 more shots that night. So that was pretty cool. So after having 7 shots the night before, we take 3 more shots that night. That shit was crazy. Anyways, leave a like if you enjoyed, comment, share, and subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Peace.